Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Legacy of the Duelist on Rocket Rapid Commentaries. And in this episode, we're continuing on with the VRAINS Campaign as we continue on with Season 2 of VRAINS with the, with the spree of duels that Varis leads. Now, see, one of the things that happens during Season 2 of VRAINS is that, I am paraphrasing by pulling shit out of my ass here, alright? But from what I understand, the AI assistants that are actually helping a lot of the characters play in their version of speed duels that they're playing in VRAINS, because yes, for a majority of the game they're actually playing speed duels. The AI assistant that Playmaker specifically runs, called yes, his name is called ends up getting corrupted and ends up also revealing the existence of a bunch of other elemental themed AIs. Now, that hasn't happened yet, but because that has started to happen, a lot of the characters from Season 1 get deck upgrades. Gore here specifically goes from running Goki into Dino Wrestler, which is hilarious because he went from the tier 0ist archetype that was from the first couple of waves of VRAINS support to a deck that has never actually been relevant aside from exactly one of its monsters. And it's up to very specific. No, he actually still is running Goki at this point. Okay.
These guys are jacked.
Yes, they are supposed to be. I'm not sure if they are luchadors or professional wrestlers, but they're one of the two.
Well, I was gonna say a bear hug is a wrestling move.
Quick launch effect.
I am L Punch.
Let's see, who do we want to go into? Because the monster's going to die at the end phase anyway, so yeah, we'll just go into Metal Rocket. I should have put him into defense mode, though.
Hey, mama rock me.
Alright, so we're going to go for NS the Rocket? I don't think so. I think we end up going for... It has been ages at this point. Okay, so we are going for NS the Rocket. And we got one other rocket trigger as well. Yes? Yeah, our Metal Rocket as well. Into...
Level 1 monsters can have any amount of defense you see fit. But don't give them too much attack power, because they'll make the level 7 and level 8 monsters jealous.
Okay, so I've got Topologic Bomber Dragon, which I don't think I can get into at the moment. I've got a Twin Triangle Dragon. I can use Boot Sector Launch, but I can only get one special summon off of that.
Check ignition, and may God's love be with you.
Okay, so...
He's got 2 triangles. He's got a triangle for his left arm, and he's got a triangle for his right arm.
Unfortunately, I do screw up here. I don't actually have a level 5 dragon in my graveyard in order to special summon with Twin Triangle. You will see what you're actually supposed to do with Twin Triangle is get either cracking or it's either cracking or one of the other level 5 dragons that Varis is running into your graveyard. Then go into Twin Triangle in order to link climb all the way up to either link 4 or link 5, and the rocket archetype does this extremely well thanks to how fucking busted Boot Sector Launch is. Boot Sector Launch gives all rocket monsters 300 additional attack and defense. This already is a bit of a problem because they're actually very well statted monsters. Then every turn you can special summon up to 2 rocket monsters from your hand, or you can special summon rocket monsters from your graveyard up to the number of monsters your opponent controls that is more than the monsters that you currently control. So yes, if you can figure out a way to infinitely destroy your own rocket monsters, you can infinitely link summon with the rocket archetypes very, very easily.
I suppose that's the point of having torrential tribute, because torrential tribute can be activated even when you summon your own monsters.
Yes. And it's also why Varis is running Supply Squad, in order to have an infinite value engine for any time that his monsters get destroyed.
And Destruction Ring, which at the time was a lukewarm counterpart to Ring of Destruction, because it nerfs the amount of damage dealt to players to just 1,000 points. And you can blow up your own monsters with that ability. Now I'm suddenly reminded of how annoying it was when I'm just trying to blow up my own U-Bell, but the card that blows it up also has an incidental effect that, in the order of events, occurs at the very end of the effect, meaning that the destruction of U-Bell was not the very last thing to happen, causing it to miss the timing.
Yeah, when effects over if effects. I'm glad that we mostly got rid of those. Not all the way, but we did mostly get rid of those.
Not enough, I say, not enough. There is much work to be done, and our work will never be done.
Goki Bear Hug.
Rescorpio.
A Scorpio for another Bear Hug.
I am the Rock Lobster.
Also, Boral Sword Dragon has the ability to every turn switch the battle position of any monster on the board. It is fucking awesome.
Now that's control-y and annoying. Oh, I bet you want to attack me, but you can't attack if your monster's in defense mode. That's a pretty well-stacked graveyard you got there.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I want to actually use some monster effects in order to actually get rid of Gore's entire field, or if I just want to attack him. The problem the reason why I have to actually have this discussion is specifically because every single one of Gore's main deck monsters in the Gokis effectively half float into other Goki monsters.
Right, only half so.
Yes, because instead of going to the field, they go into the hand.
Slowing down the progress. Let's not go flying off the handle here. Although you may find yourself flying in outer space.
Alright. So now we just go into Twin Triangle. We still don't have a level 5 to go into, sadly, but that's okay.
Though I've summoned 100 billion times, I still haven't won the game.
I mean, we're very close to having won the game. Suprex in order to grab a Bear Hug, then have Boral Sword kill Bear Hug, then Bear Hug effect to grab Rescorpio.
Tag teaming.
Yes, tag team luchadors.
I'm gonna tag out now, meaning I'm dead. Carry on in my stead. So he used an ability to get back a monster that also has the ability, when this monster is destroyed in battle, search your deck for a Goki monster and put it in your hand. But he still can't get through our effect that says that we can switch the battle position of his monster.
Indeed.
This guy looks like an evil swarm.
And honestly, a lot of the Gokis do. Like, Bear Hug looks like a baby Hercules, you know? Suprex looks like a Thanatos that actually managed to keep his head. Twist Cobra kind of looks like what's the one that I'm thinking of? It's not Old Lantern. Maybe it is Old Lantern. I don't know.
Suprex kind of looks like one of my favorite monsters of all time, the Battle Warrior.
Indeed, he does. He's got a similar body style and color scheme.
He's a warrior that battles.
Desperate tag. No, rising energy.
Rising energy.
Into Suprex. links. Alright, so now we use Oral Sword's ability in order to turn his Suprex into defense mode. Kill Suprex with Twin Triangle, and then attack him directly. Ha-ha!
Very nice. Very nice.
Link to the future.
Back to the future.
Now we got Rematch, Bear Hug, and Ogre. Well, Master Ogre. And finally, we have finally made it. At least I think we have finally made it to the point where Varis has stomped out most of the rest of the competition, and he now has to fight against Playmaker again. Hey, Playmaker.
First I was you, now I'm dueling you.
Hey, Foolish Burial and Scapegoat. I know how to play those cards.
Nope, I got nothing.
All right, so what we want to do here first, specifically, is special summon Link Slayer. Then we want to normal summon Cyber's Wizard. From there, I think we actually want to go into Silent Universe and set Scapegoat. We will probably end up running over Master Dragon into another Master Dragon, but we also want to use Foolish Burial. We're supposed to actually send Dotscaper here, I think. Yeah, we're supposed to send Dotscaper here specifically in order to bring it back, but that would only get us into Link 3, and I don't think and we wouldn't be able to go into Link Slayer after we do that. So,
Jesus, every monster in his deck a Cyberse monster?
Yes, Playmaker only plays Cyberse monsters.
I guess he should have run Solidarity.
Believe it or not, the reason why Playmaker doesn't run Solidarity is because a raw attack bonus doesn't actually help Playmaker win games. Playmaker's entire thing is that the Code Talkers have very interesting on-field effects that allow them to do stupid shit. And at this point, Playmaker's big guys are specifically Firewall Dragon and Decode Talker. I will not be able to get into Firewall Dragon this turn because I fucked up the sequencing. But yeah, as annotation Gerdat mentions here, I fucked up the sequencing, so I can't get into Firewall Dragon this turn. Hey, Blazing Mirror Force.
So, somewhere out there is a binder with one of those like 9-slot pages that is translucent back and front, so you could put cards on the front and cards on the back, and you could see the cards on the back by turning the page. Yeah, somebody's got a binder that's got like fucking 18 variations of Mirror Force just to show like this is the
we're
mirror
not
page.
Up to 18 is the thing. I
find it hard to believe that there are not 18 variations on Mirror Force yet, because they keep freaking popping them out.
Well, here's the terrible thing about that. We got we have a normal Mirror Force, we have a dark, then we got Dark Mirror Force, and then we got a Mirror Force for each of the other attributes, as well as one specifically tied to Stardust Dragon. Then we got a Mirror Force specifically tied to Dark Magician, and one other Mirror Force that's tied to Yugi. From there, I think that has been the last of the Mirror Forces that we have actually gotten.
So by your description,
we have approximately 11 Mirror Forces.
Right. And each of them and they typically have an ability that triggers when an attack is declared.
Yes.
Which brings me to my next point, which also I wanted to reinforce my disappointment that we're running a conspicuously tribal deck. Even the extra deck monsters all are consistently typed according to the cards that we find in the deck. Solidarity should be in the deck. we even freaking opened with Foolish Barrel because Solidarity requires that you have at least one monster in your graveyard, and then depending on the type of that monster and the types of other monsters in the graveyard, that your monsters on the field enjoy an 800 attack bonus. Big missed opportunity. Considering also that we're playing as a character who has no story, he has no personality, he has no dialogue, there's no plot. So what the hell?
All of those things are not true. They're just true in this game specifically. Playmaker is the actual main character of VRAINS.
Well, suppose
and his story is actually relatively interesting because it deals with the corruption and attempted destruction of the world via the corruption of AI.
See, it is nice that you can personally supply that story, because you're a human being I can talk to, but let's say, like, I don't know.
We see glimpses of that happen, though, Mr. Cloud. Specifically, it happens when we get to the season 3 part of VRAINS. We will actually get to see the other aspects of I show up, and I's a humanoid form.
Mirror Force! Surprise, motherfucker!
Unfortunately, I don't have a Link 3 monster because I skipped from going into Link 3 into immediately going to Firewall Dragon, so I can't actually use a Recoded Alive yet.
To be starved of supplemental materials. To draw conclusions and deductions based on only what we can see, when we can be absolutely 100% wrong because we were missing information.
Okay, so one of the big combos that isn't actually in this deck yet, but will come up into a Playmaker's deck later, is Transcode Talker into Access Code Talker. Access Code Talker becomes the signature card for Playmaker at the end of the series, with the exception of the alternate versions of Firewall Dragon. Because yes, Firewall Dragon in and of itself also has multiple versions. Is it 3 versions? No. It's more than 3 versions because we ended up going through a good portion of them during the campaign. Alright, so we're going to try and use Power Code Talker, despite the fact that Gerdat hasn't actually read it all that well. One of the things that Gerdat is having a large problem with specifically is the fact that the Code Talkers explicitly need monsters tied, need monsters pointing to them in order to get most of their effects. Damn it, another Blazing Mirror Force! Oh well, at least this time we can actually use Recoded Alive.
Target 1, Link 3 Cyberus monster you control, banish it, do the other thing, win games. Gotcha. Heh.
Behold, the 3 strikes banner!
Now, I understand that Yu-Gi-Oh! Typically is a game that concentrates on monster damage-based win cons. Because so far, in all of the 100 episodes of Legacy of the Duelist, the only times that we achieved victory by means other than killing the opponent with monsters is using our own custom-made burn deck. Kinda shows you where Yu-Gi-Oh!'s priorities are in the modern era.